Hi everybody, this is a public screencast on how to tackle assignment 1. And much like the other assignments in this course, you're going to want to have a text editor ready. So as you probably learned from the videos, I like Sublime. Feel free to use any text editor that you like. And I got a bunch of them here, but I'm using Sublime right now. So Sublime, you can create a new file and you get a blank file. It's nothing more than a text editor. Other text editors are Codica, Brackets, Notepad++, all of them will work for this assignment. But what's important is that it has an HTML extension. So what I mean by extension is that the .html at the end of the file name is that extension. That means that when you create a file that's HTML, it'll be opened up by the appropriate software, whether it's a browser or a text editor. So right here, it says the attached zip has the PDF handout with instructions for the assignment. It also contains the image and the text to be used in the web page. So I'm going to download this zip. I'm also going to download this assignment 1 template. Okay, so what I'm going to do after I have this is I'm going to take those files from my downloads and I'm going to bring them on my desktop. Okay, so right now these are the two files in question. And I can drag my HTML file over Sublime and actually look at what happens. So this is the template that you can use for the assignment. On line 1, you have a doc type that tells the browser what type of code is going to be in this and how the browser should render it or display it. On line 2, we have HTML with a primary language of English. Then we have our head tag that has a title tag in between. The title tag is what you see when you open a browser and you look at the top of the page. So right here you see how it says all pets VH? That's this title tag. Now everything you see here, everything in the browser should be in the body tag. Okay? So basically when I hit save here and I go to that value, you'll see we're going to go to the desktop first. And I'm going to go use, let me find it here, assignment 1 template, which is right here. Okay, see how it says everything in the browser should be in the body tag? Well, this is that page. Okay. So this week we've learned a bunch of tags. If you keep everything in the body tag, it'll validate properly more than likely. But you've learned header tags, you've learned some structural tags. You learn P tags, basic tags. And when we look at the assignment itself, which is, when I open this, you're going to see the PDF, okay? And that PDF gives you instructions on how to do this. But basically, what you want to do is make sure you have one heading level 1 element, an H1 tag. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and we'll shut off that. But I'm going to go ahead in my text editor, right? And I'm going to do this. I'll do an H1 right here. That is a heading level 1 tag. And when I save it and look at it in the browser, watch what happens. It becomes a header. A large block of text that's bold. Okay? So the thing about this assignment is that I'm giving you the content. And that's very similar to what you would see in a real-world scenario. So here's the assignment text. I have all this content. And this content needs to be styled based off what you learned this week and displayed. So I'm copying this, and then I'm going to place it right in the body tag. Okay. So right now, when we look at this template, we see this. All right. But it doesn't do what this looks like. This is an example of how the page might look. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this template. I'm going to save it into the assignment folder so that I have access to the image. Okay, so I'll call this assignment1.html. Okay, and immediately we look at this top page, right? We see this image. So the first thing I need to do is create an image tag and source it out to the value of the image that was given. Okay, now if you look in the folder, you're going to see in the assignment 1 folder, there is logo.jpg. That is the logo. So what I'm going to do is do exactly what was taught in the class and do logo. Okay. Now when I hit refresh on assignment 1, we should see, and I'm actually going to remove the desktop here. We're going to go assignment 1, and I'm going to do the HTML side there. There's the logo. Okay. So now we have our logo. Let's go back to the next step. The next step, it shows that this looks like it's all pets veterinary with a special character TM. So I can do all pets veterinary. I can do something like H3. I don't mind if you do H1 on that. That'll be fine. Like that. And you could do a subscript or a superscript. TM like that. Now we can take a look at it again. So what we're doing is nesting elements, doing exactly what was taught, and hitting the values so that we're replicating the potential area here. So next is this section right here, right? We have all pets veterinary hospital, and it goes down to California. So right now, I'm just going to add a paragraph tag to that. Okay, so the idea is for you to go through this and refresh and take a look and see how it looks. Okay, so like right now I have this. It's the assignment template. Let me go back to this right here. The paragraph, I can add a width to it, some things like that to make it wrap. But right now we're sort of in business. Next we have a quote, right? So let's do a block quote. So I'm going to do the quote that was taught this week. It's called a block quote. Okay. And we'll leave that. And then after Louis Saban, I can always do a P tag there. So now I have that. We'll go back to all pets VH. And now we have our quotes right there. Now, I can always note this. The width is going to go as far as the browser, the way I have it now. And as you learn more about margins and padding, we'll be making that that available to you. Okay. But now we have about us. Well, let's go with maybe an H2 on this. Okay. So as I work my way down the page, I'm adding the tags that were taught. Okay, so there's about us. Again, when we go back to the PDF, we can see what's happening. So several sections with heading 2, paragraph, other text. So really, about us should be 2, because it directs us to do that. And then we have a P tag around the pets. Okay, so as I start walking through this and adding the tags that are going to style this, that's how we're going to create this homework. All right, so I'm working my way down, and as we look, we've got comprehensive services, another paragraph again. So we're getting to the point where things are starting to look good. This is a list item. This is an address link, and then you're done. So when you submit, okay, so let's say we're done. What I want you to do is compress it. Make it a zip folder so that when you submit it, I can open it up and see the logo image in that. Okay, so have fun with it. Hit me up with more questions anytime you need. We have our office hour Friday morning, but that's what's expected in the homework, and that's how to attack it. Okay?